Hello guys, I'm Aveline and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are building a trailer. I really wanted to, like yesterday when I sat down and I was trying to figure out what to build and what to work on for today, I was just really in the mood to build a trailer. So I still have a few to go for this little area in Oasis Springs, but we've done 3 lots out of 5 in this area, so the 3 small lots. Actually, I think there is another 30 by 20 in this area, and then there's the 40 by 30. But we've done 3 of those lots, so this is actually gonna be the neighbor to both the what was it I put on that one? The bright blue trailer I did right before Strangerville came out, and also Johnny Sest's trailer, so it's gonna be right in between those two in the save file. So yeah, this is for the save file. And it was also kind of requested if I could do more trailer builds. I have a feeling that a lot of people like to play in trailers because they're small, it's easy to find your Sims, it's easy to play in, and everything is just kind of close together a little bit, so it's just easy to get like an overview of your whole gameplay. Hopefully you get what I mean. So I also think they're super fun to build as well. I like to, because you guys know I like to clutter, I like to decorate quite a lot. And I like when you have to kind of place things so close together you need to play test as you're building, because it makes a little bit of a challenge, like how much can you fit into this small room? And that's what I feel like it's the same when it comes to trailers. You kind of have to do that now and then because the trailers are so small. So yeah, I was really enjoying building this yesterday and I like how it turned out. I was struggling just a little bit with the whole, because I was literally just building. I wasn't taking inspiration from anything. I wasn't looking on Pinterest either. I was just building. I just sat down and decided to build a trailer. So I was struggling a little bit trying to figure out what windows to use and also what kind of style I was going for, because I didn't really feel like a modern kind of trailer was going to fit in between these 2 trailers we already have here. So I had to swap that up a little bit. I ended up using the Get Famous windows, which I've also used on the bright blue trailer. So I'll have to use the Seasons windows on one of the other upcoming trailers that'll also be for this area, just so we have some coherence in this little area of this little neighborhood, I should say, the neighborhood of Oasis Springs, that's what this place is called. So, this trailer though is built on a 30 by 20 like I said before. It's built in Oasis Springs and it's for 2 parents, 2 teens, or 2 kids, or 1 teen and 1 kid. I think it doesn't really matter. And also for 2 toddlers, and there's also room for a baby, but you can delete the bassinet if you don't want there to be a baby in this trailer. There is no nursery, the bassinet is just in the parents' bedroom. And there's also room for a dog, because I couldn't fit in a litter box for a cat. Although if you want there to be a cat in this house, or trailer, I should say, you can definitely fit it on the porch here in front of the front door. So yeah. So for the exterior, we pretty much end up going for this kind of color scheme. So it's mainly white, black, and then also red. So the red door is from Get Famous. It matches the flower boxes that are also from Get Famous. And like I said before, most of the windows that I've used are from Get Famous. There is one that's from City Living, I think, that's in the bathroom, and then there's 2 at the front of the house right here that are from Base Game, but I just love those windows from Get Famous. I think they are so cute, especially if you're building something small and cutesy, and then you also want to add just a little bit of color. They're perfect for that because they come in different color swatches, like blue and also yellow. I think, of course, there's the red swatch as well, maybe an orange too, I think, but they're really, really cute, so I definitely use those, or I definitely like to use those for trailers, to be honest. I think they fit the whole vibe very well, and also mid-century modern houses, of course. I also wanted to do something with the roofing on this little side bit of the trailer, because as you can see, it's not like a standard trailer shape, I would say, although I have seen trailers on Pinterest that are sort of shaped this way, so I suppose they're not necessarily mobile in the way that they have wheels, for example. I suppose they're still easy to move. but I wanted to add just a little bit of shape to this trailer because I wanted it to be for a bigger family, and I figured if it was just a long rectangle, that would be a little bit difficult to do considering we can't actually make makeshift bunk beds anymore, unfortunately, because they don't work since when was that? Was that the terrain tools update? They might have stopped working around that time, unfortunately. You used to, before that at least, you used to be able to raise up beds and your Sims could still get to them as long as there was nothing underneath, like that part in the middle of the bed where your Sims step into the bed, kind of. So you used to be able to make makeshift bunk beds, but unfortunately they don't work anymore, so I needed there to be a little bit of extra space so that I can fit in more beds for the different Sims living in this house, because I still wanted them to have proper rooms. I didn't just want their rooms to be small squares with beds in them. I still wanted them to have dressers and mirrors and all that other stuff you normally put in bedrooms. So I just wanted there to be a little bit more space in this trailer, so I added this little extra bit, which is actually where I put all the common areas. So they're basically going to be in the same room, and that means the kitchen and also the dining area and the living area, where I put a TV as well, is going to be in the same area of the house or trailer. I need to stop calling it a house. See, now I almost said I need to stop calling it a trailer. What's wrong with me today? English is going really well, but it's fine. So we end up using quite a lot of stuff from Parenthood actually for this interior, because I really wanted it to be very family friendly, very cozy, very colorful on the interior, so we end up using a lot of stuff from that pack. Both the kitchen is made out of Parenthood things, and I think I also ended up using the dining table that's from Parenthood, also the chairs, the dining chairs from Parenthood. I've used a lot of Parenthood stuff in the teen/kids bedroom, and also one of the couches from Parenthood as well. I've used a little bit of stuff from My First Pet stuff pack, please forgive me, but that stuff is so colorful, so it just kind of went. It actually goes really well with Parenthood now and then, I'm just saying. So I ended up using quite a lot of stuff, or not quite a lot of stuff, a few pieces from My First Pet stuff pack, and other than that, just the usual packs that I go for quite a lot, like seasons, for example. I overuse seasons items like crazy, but if you don't have seasons, I'll say it again, I've said it before in my videos, but you should definitely get seasons. So if you're sitting right now, you've saved up for an expansion pack or some other pack, whatever, and you're not entirely sure which one to go for, I recommend that you get seasons because it's so good. It's good for both gameplay, it's good for build, it's also good for furniture. It's just a really good pack, so I use it quite a lot. I also really like the furniture style that came with seasons, so if you are in that situation, that is definitely the pack that I recommend you get. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I feel like I went into a rant like this not too long ago in another video because I got so excited about season stuff, but I think that I used a lot more season stuff for that build compared to how much I've used in this one. I don't know, I just really like that pack, so moving on. So as you can see in here, we are putting all the common areas in this little room, like I said before. So we have this little corner over here where I end up putting the sort of entertainment area, so they have a big TV actually. I feel like I actually did playtest this, so I wanted to make sure that the sim could walk through the high chair, or not through it, but behind it. So they can't walk through it, unfortunately. That did not work, but they can walk behind it and get to the kitchen, so don't worry about that. And this little couch on the left side is from My First Pet stuff pack. Someone asked me that in another video, so I just wanted to point it out in case you did not know. And yeah, the kitchen is quite small but should be fully functionable. I did manage to keep one of the counters completely non-cluttered, so it's empty, so you can use it to cook on basically. Also, by the way, so in my last build I mentioned that often when I do toddler bedrooms, and you know with toddlers you need to have a bathtub, you also need a potty, and you need a high chair for the toddler. I mentioned in my last video that I kind of tend to forget at least one of those items, but for this one, for this build, I managed to get all 3 items in. I actually remembered, and I'm a little bit proud of myself, I'm not gonna lie. So sometimes I'll also forget. For example, if I have cats, if I really want the family to have a cat, I'll forget about the litter box, but you know, I don't know what's wrong with me. Sometimes I'm just like, I go on a whim when I'm building and I'm like, oh, they should really have a cat, and I just forget about it the next day when I continue to build, basically. So, but this time I did remember to add both a bathtub, as you saw in the bathroom. They also have a potty out there, and there is a high chair in this room as well. Although there's room for 2 toddlers and I could only fit in 1 high chair, but like I also mentioned in one of my latest videos, I don't like to play with high chairs because I think they're slightly bugged. So I figured if you would have 2 toddlers in your family, you don't want them both to eat at the same time in the high chairs, because that's just terrible, and I feel sorry for you if you do that. Because your sim will constantly walk to the high chair to try to get the toddler out of the high chair, even when they're not supposed to, even when you're not telling the sim not to do that, you know what I mean? So they'll just do it automatically, or sometimes when you actually tell them to go take the toddler out of the high chair, they won't do it. So I personally never play with high chairs, and I figured it would be okay to only add 1 in this house, plus it made it a little bit easier to fit in the entertainment corner in the common room as well, so hopefully that is okay with you guys. And then in here we got the parents' bedroom. As you can see, we are kind of going for blue and yellow, but I figured it had been a while since I'd gone for that color scheme, and I've talked about this before as well. I just really like that color scheme, it makes me really happy. So I figured it was about time that we kind of revisited that a little bit, so I didn't go overly crazy with it this time like I did in my Tiny Sunshine trailer. That's also going to be in the save file actually. I think I might keep it in Strangerville just because it makes the area a little bit happier. So I think I may just leave it in the save file in that spot. But in that one I definitely went a little bit overboard with blue and yellow. I had a lot of fun with it though. So in this one I was trying to, with the exception of the toddler room, because I always like to make my kids' room and also my toddler rooms very, very colorful. But every other room is a little bit more toned down compared to that trailer, so yeah. Also, by the way, if you have any suggestions for trailers you want to see me build, definitely let me know, because I have at least 2 more that I need to do, and I have maybe 1 more idea for that as of right now. I haven't really brainstormed or anything, but if you do have any suggestions for any trailer builds you want me to do, definitely let me know in the comment section, so I'll see if I can fit it into the save file possibly. So yeah, do let me know. So far we've done Johnny Cest's trailer. I don't know how to say that, but you know who he is. So we've done his trailer, which was very run down, very overcluttered, very thrift store-like, if you get what I mean. And then we've done the bright blue trailer, which was a little bit more modern, very fresh, very bright, very light colors and all that stuff, so very summery kind of. And now we've done this trailer, which as you can see is very playful, very colorful, very family friendly. So let me know if you got any other themes for other trailers I can do. I may do like a boho one or an artsy one or something like that, maybe combine those two because I often do that. So but yeah, let me know. Also, by the way, in case you were wondering, because I feel like it's been a while since I have explained what that red shelf is, although I've explained it quite a lot of times, but I do keep getting questions about it. It's basically just a CC item that I use to make it a little bit easier to place clutter. So as you can see right here, I just put it on the wall, I place some things on it, and then I just drag the shelf up and down, and then you can drag the clutter off of the shelf and it'll be stuck at that height, and you can just place it wherever you want to, as long as it doesn't snap on to the dresser. As you can see right now, I moved the dresser away while I was trying to place down the clutter. So yeah, it's really handy if you like to clutter your builds up or whatever you are doing, and I use it quite a lot. I don't know how to clutter without it anymore. It makes it easier to, because you avoid that step, like racing your items up and down with the 9 and 0 key. You avoid having to do that, so it's easier to place your clutter in a more precise way, if that makes sense, because the clutter won't just be stuck at that height. Like when you raise an item up with the 9 key, it won't be just stuck at that height. You can sort of just place it wherever you want, at whichever height you want. So hopefully that made sense. I get a lot of questions about that shelf, so I have decided I'm going to explain it once in a while in my speed builds, just in case you are new and you don't know what it is. So hopefully that explained it just a little bit. Also for this room and the toddler's bedroom, I've also used one of my cheats, which is bb.showhiddenobjects. So you can find all my cheats written in the description down below, and also the link to, or the download link? No, the link to the download post for the shelf, by the way, is also linked in the description down below next to awesome clutter shelf, because I think there's a lot of people that don't know it's called an OSMP. I don't even know what it's called, but it's linked in the description down below in case you do want to download it, so definitely go check that out if you are interested. But I used the bb show hidden objects cheat to find some extra items in the catalog that I could decorate with. So you saw the Easter eggs and also the My Sims figures. You find those in the catalog after typing in Ctrl+Shift+C, and then you type in bb show hidden objects, and a lot of different items will pop up in your clutter catalog, and I like to decorate with those different items. I think a lot of them are very cute, so yeah. In case you were wondering, they're not CC, they are in the game, they're just hidden, so yeah. And then we're moving outside again to fix up the front yard and also the patio area or terrace area, whatever you want to call this little situation we're dealing with right now. So I ended up putting a grill, and I know the grill is a little bit big for the size of the trailer, but I like to use that grill because I think it's really pretty, so I just kind of went for it. And then I put a small dining table up here with a few chairs, so you can only have 3 Sims sitting up here, but I do end up putting a bigger table in the front yard area, so where the grass is right now. I actually end up putting some tiles, and then I put a bigger table down there with 6 chairs, so you can have more Sims sitting down there if you want to. I also put a laundry machine in the trailer, by the way. I forgot to say that before, but if you don't want to play with it, it's very easy. You just take it out and then you put a counter there instead. But I figured since a lot of you have been requesting that I put laundry in more of my builds because it's easier to take out than add yourselves, I decided to put laundry, or just one laundry machine in this trailer, but there's no tumble dryer or whatever those machines are called. So I put a clothesline outside, and it's right there in front of us right now. And then they have a little bit of a gardening area under one of the windows and a little small kiddie pool because it's very cute, and I could kind of fit it over here in the yard as well. But other than that, honestly, I did not know what to do with this space, by the way. So I was struggling. I sat here looking at it for ages before I got started, and it's so simple, so I don't know why it took me so long to get started on it, but yeah, they don't have a whole lot going on in their yard, but I think it fits the house itself, so hopefully that is okay. But anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. So if you like this build, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. As always, do let me know in the comments section down below if you have any suggestions for anything you want to see here on the channel, and I will write it all down in my little planner. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!
Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love. There's something about the way she laughs and the way she always dances when she thinks nobody sees. And when she's gonna miss her so, I tell her, baby, please don't go. I think you should stay with me. And I really get what the love songs are talking about. Oh, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love.